This video is sponsored by Squarespace. This place is insane! How did I even get here? Oh my god! Did you organize Mark to be here right now?
I absolutely did not.
Oh, look how happy you are! How did I even get here? I suppose this is a part of a story that's really important to tell. So, where am I exactly? We are in Rangiroa in French Polynesia, and this island is in the middle of nowhere. It's got 3,000 people that live here, including the glorious Lety and Mark that own Pension Bounty, or the Pension Lodge here. And they host a lot of people for diving. So Rangiroa is really known for its diving. So Lety and Mark, her partner, live there, 30 seconds away. And then you got all of that fanciness here. Very fancy, darling. This view. Sorry, that was a bit intense. And the how of getting here? Well, that's a story in itself. This is Lety.
Can you imagine what it was for me finally meeting another woman, 30-something, and we can talk about fixing the roof and the windows of our houses and how we're gonna invest the next thing.
It feels so good.
Yeah, I don't talk about that every day.
When we have
Thank you so much for this.
We get to talk business and life and men and
yoga
and mystical spiritual things. So Lety just happened to be one of the people that won a little 30-minute Skype session with me last year when I was putting them out on my Instagram. The minute I jumped on the call with this woman, within 5 minutes, I wasn't crying, I was bawling, crying from the story she told me, and I knew this person was going to have a giant impact on my life. That was a year ago. And so 3 weeks ago, I said, hey, Lety, I am just wondering when the whale season is on, because that'd be fun to come and explore, right? She was like, oh, it's actually now. You should come. Okay. Yeah, we packed our bags and then we were on the plane like 2 weeks later, because why not, you know? What else can I tell you about this place? I mean, besides the fact that it's so warm and nice, and Tahiti's breathtaking. French Polynesia has got so many different islands. It's the size of Europe, except that most of it is water. Okay, so honestly, I think it is enough about me. I want to introduce you to this person that is actually changing my life in so many ways, inspiring me beyond belief, and we've just arrived. Let's go and try to find Lety.
Laetitia Clément. I come from the mountains of Switzerland. I was born in Geneva on the 6th of May 1990. After COVID, I felt lost and confused and decided that I wanted a big change in my life. So I bought this place with my boyfriend, and we are growing vegetables, fruits. We are developing this land into a beautiful tropical jungle. And we live here in French Polynesia, trying to build a beautiful house. We go spearfishing, scuba diving, and in my free time, I travel between the islands or around the world to do yoga and make videos. This is a short summary of my life. We have all the bungalows that are over here for our guests. I will show you. I have 4 at the moment, and we're building a new one next year. Everyone has a little terrace like this, and I try to make everything as local as possible. So you see here the walls, it's coconut tree leaves. There is a whole process that the people have here so they can make a wall with it. They weave them and then hang them like this.
What is a free human to you?
A free human, to me, is a human who can make decisions without taking into consideration what the others would believe or what they expect or what they want from you. A free human is someone who will say, okay, today I'm gonna do this because I want to, not for recognition, not because I believe that this is expected from me, but just because deep down I feel that this is what I want to do and this is what I need to do. For me, it's just someone who doesn't care about what the others expect, but is simply happy.
Stop siesta!
And then when we go inside,
Well, usually a bed lives here, so you can have 3 people.
yeah, what I think is really, really cool in those rooms is that if you go to your little kitchen here, you can see the back of the vegetable garden and you can see us working and where your food is coming from. So you see right here in front of the window, we have tomatoes growing. So that, you know, when people are in their room, they can see their food growing.
Wow.
And they know what to expect. Wow. A work in progress. But my vision is that I want to turn this place into a little jungle. I want to be in a green bubble where we can do yoga, go spearfishing, and just enjoy spending time with great people and having fun in a beautiful place. That's the vision.
I love it. Tell me about your relationship with living in Switzerland as well.
You mean the love of my life? So I've never spent in my whole life an entire year away from Switzerland, even though I've spent the last decade living abroad and traveling the world. So I designed my life so that I could always go back.
Why not stay there all the time?
When I was 19 years old, I developed a theory. Since then, I called it the pineapple theory. See, I spent a lot of time living in Fiji. I had almost nothing. And then every month, I would go to a host family that would give me a pineapple. And that pineapple tasted better than anything I've ever tried on this planet. When I was there all the time and I had all those things, my friend, my family, my country, right in front of my face, I could not appreciate it that much. And so depriving myself of things I like is a way to enjoy them much, 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 much more and to never forget why you love them so much. I do that for everything in my life. I try to think of everything in my life that way, as like very precious, because it's not there all the time.
Today the plan is to start a little bit closer to the channel. We put the equipment quite quickly and we try to go quite quickly at 5 meters.
Go diving, packing everything up into our bags. But the beach is 30 seconds that way. And we get to dive in turquoise, pristine waters with sharks and dolphins and amazing coral reef. And I am just so excited for life.
I would say that I'm not yet completely free because I'm still afraid of people and of what people could say about me, but it's changing a lot. I mean, when I was a child, I was so shy that I could spend 45 minutes hiding in a closet before going out to the swimming pool or to school. I was so scared. I would stay like that and not move for so long. And I don't do that anymore. Now I can just go somewhere and feel calm and at peace with the people. And yet, I know it's a big improvement, but we're not there yet. But it's coming, because the more you love yourself, the more you feel at peace with yourself, the more you are at peace with the others. So here we have the kitchen. That's the place where we prepare all the food for our guests. But then you go out of the kitchen, you end up in the vegetable garden.
Mark again. Hello. Wait, you built this whole thing?
The whole thing here. We have a lot of insects and they attack the plants. It's terrible. So we decided to put them above the ground. Do you know what this is? This is oil from the car. No insect can go through this. We want it to be more and more and more self-sufficient. First, we want to be 100% self-sufficient on solar, and we want to have 50,000 liters of fresh water instead of 22.
What do you think someone that desires to have a not normal life but they didn't have your upbringing, what is the one thing that you think would help them?
Don't follow me. Don't follow anyone. Because many people have told me, I want to be like you, I want to do like you. You will never be me. Someone asked me, but you know, I can't do this because I'm not like you. I am too shy, I can't speak like that, I can't do this, I can't do that. All right, then don't. Do something else. What is it that you want to do? So if people want to be free, If they want to have a different life, I think the worst thing to do is believe that there is a recipe that we should follow and be like, oh, I want to be like this person, I'm gonna follow her or him. No, don't. Please don't. If everybody is going that way, go that way. Because when everybody is going the same way, you know there is gonna be competition, it's gonna be hard, you're gonna have to fight. What I've always done is just try to find another way, try to do something that people don't want to do. And I also tend to love it even more if people are not doing it. So for me, that's the recipe, just trying to be different. And in the garden, here is my little square. That's the place where I plant things just for fun.
So the vision of a garden is really, really inspiring. I think for anyone that understands freedom, I feel like this is another aspect of it that is so important, of having like self-sufficiency on your own land. And I love what you're doing. That it's going to be like the whole thing is going to be a food garden. Sometimes I wonder why people just have plants that you can't really eat. They're very pretty and they attract bees, I suppose. But otherwise, have as much food as possible. Like the amount of garden space that we have in like American lawns and there's nothing growing on them, you might as well have food. Why French Polynesia?
I keep asking myself that question. Why am I in French Polynesia? Life. I don't know. It happened. Is there something in our soul, or do we have past lives that attract us somewhere or make things work? I honestly don't know. I believe there is probably a reason, but I don't know.
What's one of the most incredible things about French Polynesia is that you can actually just live here as a European. So with my passport, with my Polish passport, I'm able to move here. Buying land is a little bit more difficult. Buying properties is a bit more difficult, as Lety's journey has been actually kind of confusing. However, as a Polish person, I can move here, legally work here, become a resident of French Polynesia. They have a French passport here. So again, it just reinforces so much to me how important a European passport is. There are some European countries that are very lenient with providing passports. Poland is one of them. So I would highly recommend looking into your lineage and seeing if there's a little bit of Polish in the lineage, because Poland is very willing to give away passports. So a little hack if you want to have more freedom in your life.
Hello, my name is Cyril Amour, and I am a free human. Therefore, I do absolutely nothing but recline and relax at all times. So, with the spirit, I'm going to do my job and tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace, from the comfort of my own home. I actually can't eat this grape because my face is stuck. Squarespace is a magnificent tool for business owners, free humans, and artists like myself to build a beautiful online presence that actually gets the results. Let me tell you about some of the incredible features of Squarespace, such as the new editing interface. This is a game changer. It makes your site so customizable, therefore it can suit your needs completely. With Fluid Engine's flexible grid, place blocks anywhere, even overlapping other blocks, and resize them directly on the page. Of course, there's the Unreal 24/7 customer service that comes with Squarespace, as well as the award-winning designer templates that make you look professional even if you do not have an eye for design. Plebs! You do also have the complete marketing tools, including email management, top analytic tools to track the performance of your webpage to continue refining and improving the results of your business in real time. Squarespace hosts your content seamlessly, text, videos, and photos, of course, but also audio blocks can be inserted in case you're a podcaster, for example. Excuse me, plane, do you not see that I'm making an ad? Shh. And this is just a few of the amazing features of Squarespace. So therefore, head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Sorel, that's my name, to get 10% off your first website or domain. Obnoxious Sorel is out. Never mind.
This is hard to find on the reef, because everybody loves this. So then we cut them, and we use them as a support for our plants.
Where did this mindset come from? Like you love life so much. Like you really appreciate just living.
It's funny you say that, because I do. And at the same time, I'm very scared too. Because I love this world, I love many people, but I'm scared of people and I'm scared of this world. Because there are so many terrible things around us, you know, politics and how the world is evolving, it scares me. And I realized that being scared made me angry. So I'm trying to get rid of my fear. And I realized that the less I'm afraid, the happier I am. And where does that come from? I think it's my education, like the way I was raised, because I had amazing parents. They took me on so many adventures around the world. They made me discover different countries. They made me learn different languages when I was just a baby. And they taught me martial arts and different sports and the spirit. A way of seeing life where you never give up, you always keep trying, and you always try to think differently. Because I was raised like this, I realize now that I'm screwed. There is no other way for me. I have to live that way. That's the only way I can do this. I cannot be normal. Let's go see the water tanks.
Oh, look how happy you are.
So I'm very, very happy because at the moment the water tanks are full, which is absolutely amazing.
I feel like you landed on something with social media in French Polynesia. Can you tell us about your journey?
I never became an influencer because I'm way too shy and I didn't want to show myself, to expose myself, to share that much. Instead, I became a teacher. And I was teaching in some private school in Switzerland, so no need to make money anywhere. I was like, good, you know? But still, I love making videos. I've always loved making videos from a very young age when I was just a child. So social media became a problem for me because I was like, okay, I love doing videos and all, but I don't want to post them or to tell a story because everybody's so good and it became so popular and I don't want to be there because usually I run away from people. And there for the very first time I realized that I was running away not because I wanted to do differently, because that's actually something I wanted to do. I was running away because I was scared. So I was hiding myself, but I had that Facebook page where I would share videos or photos from time to time because I wanted to show it to my parents and to my friends, and for a reason that I will never ever understand. A lot of people in French Polynesia began watching those videos and they sort of became a thing, I guess, where people would recognize me in the street. Some videos would go up to 1 million views and then I would be like, wow, what's this? Now I have this account where I just share amazing adventures. It's so weird to say, but I guess some people just like me. And so I got invited into their home. People would show me their fields and exchange vegetables and fruits with me. They would take me spearfishing, rock climbing, discovering jungle, going into the ocean, sailing. I was invited in every archipelago of French Polynesia. It's a funny conclusion because I'm not an influencer, I'm not a social media person, but here I am. And sometimes I had a lot of people who made fun of me for that. A lot of people told me, oh, you're not making any money. You can't leave, it's just a hobby, it's just fun. And you know what? Now I reply like, yeah, it is, but there is no price. You cannot pay people to live this kind of adventure.
So this isn't your job though? This is something you just love?
On one side, you have my income. On the other one, you have my video and my adventure. My adventures are not for sale. So I don't do like influencer trip, or I don't really create content or anything like it, because for that I have my jobs. My jobs are that I manage this lodge here, that I give yoga classes and yoga retreat in French Polynesia and in Switzerland. I'm also a lecturer for some hospitality management school in Switzerland as well. So those are the income. And then the videos allow me to travel, because then people are gonna just say, oh, would you like to come and visit? Would you like to make a video about this place? I'd love to have your vision. So no, I'm not making money with this, but it creates a network for me that allows me to travel for a very small amount of money. And also a lot of people see me and it gives good publicity for my business. So is it my job? Yes and no. No, it's not my job, but it definitely helps because I learn a lot and it promotes my other jobs. So I don't know, I guess it's just my life.
I think their struggles, they have them. The amount of struggles Lety has told me about just getting this property, for example, dealing with the paperwork, how long it took for her to be able to integrate into society. Years. She's been here for 7 years now. This didn't come overnight, but she didn't give up when things got hard. She's amazing. She's got multiple houses, investments in so many different things. She's got such a nice business brain of like investing, growing, self-sufficiency. How can I create the most extraordinary life for myself? And she's 32. She's got a lodge in Rangiroa. She's a total boss. So caring, so loving, so much she wants to give back to the community, and the amount of jobs she provides for people around here. She's really just a gem of a human being. I'm coming in hot.
You are hot.
This woman is such an inspiration to me. We spoke a year ago and I've thought about you so much.
Me too.
So to be able to be here with you and see what you've created, the dream you've like this life you've created.
You too! But you've shown it to me, and it was my turn.
Thank you.
Thank
you for having me. Thank you for
you.
hosting me.
I think it was great. I loved every second of it, and thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Oh my gosh, I love you too. I'll be back.
Oh, you better.
Here are all the links below to check out all of Lety's things.
More like the best dive of my entire life. It was so much fun! Fought underwater, which is crazy. I've never done that. Took so many photos, videos. Saw octopus.
Whilst filming. I love my life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.